No to war against Venezuela. Yes to peace in our America. Fake narco-trafficking claims are being used by imperialists to justify breaking international law, again, and aggression against a sovereign nation, again. The following statement was issued by a broad range of organisations in London on 8th of September, including our party, the CPGB-ML. Similar statements have been issued by people and organisations in countries all over the world. We, the undersigned, political organisations, social movements and organised communities in the United Kingdom, including faith communities, artists, workers, trade unions and ordinary men and women, raise our voices with strength and determination through this public letter to condemn the military threat looming over the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, and with it, over Latin America and the Caribbean. We deem unacceptable any actions that violate the fundamental principles of international relations, ranging from the manipulation of the international media and the use of false flag operations concerning territories and drug organizations to attempts to justify foreign intervention in the internal affairs of a sovereign state. Such actions endanger security and the human right to peace in Latin America and the Caribbean by seeking to impose hegemonic, imperial and supremacist powers that disregard the application of legal norms governing international relations. These actions by the government of the United States are not intended to protect anyone. Their true aim is to seize Venezuela's resources in contempt of public international law and of the United Nations, which promotes global peace, international security, human rights, and humanitarian assistance. It is important to emphasize that international relations and global interaction must be based on non-intervention in internal affairs, the right of peoples to self-determination, the sovereign equality of states, and mutual respect. For this reason, we denounce before the governments of the world the supremacist, colonialist, and interventionist policies expressed in systematic acts of aggression against the sovereignty and internal order of the Venezuelan state, Latin America, and the Caribbean. Such behavior runs counter to the international principle of fostering friendly relations among nations and the observance of diplomatic propriety. We are called to take the path that leads us to the right side of history in the struggle for liberation, organizing and mobilizing men and women across the world to guarantee the right to peace and the security of our peoples. From the United Kingdom, we affirm, Venezuela is not alone. Every signature added is a cry of solidarity, a vote for peace, and an act of resistance against any form of war. The peoples are not afraid. No ships, weapons, or unilateral sanctions will ever crush the sovereignty of our nations. We multiply in defense of the sovereignty, independence, and self-determination of peoples. We demand that the British government, led by Prime Minister Keir Starmer, as well as members of Parliament and other authorities, break their silence and issue a statement condemning the act of military aggression that threatens peace and security in Latin America and the Caribbean. Today, Venezuela is the target. Tomorrow it may be another country in the world that dares to preserve its sovereignty. Now is the time to raise our voices and prevent the repetition of tragedies such as that of Gaza in Palestine. In this spirit, we join the Global Day of Solidarity with Venezuela, Latin America, and the Caribbean. The peace of Venezuela is the peace of the continent. It is the peace of the world. Sovereignty and independence are not negotiable. Venezuela is not a threat. Venezuela is a hope.